If you want to become the go-to real estate agent in your city, I need you to understand that the game now in 2026 has completely changed. Every single new year, thousands of agents enter the market. I just looked it up today. And with all of these agents relying on the same two sources of lead generation, those two sources that you've been relying on are breaking down day after day. But the real estate agents that are winning in today's market aren't the ones with the biggest spending pockets or even the craziest referral network. They are using the one that Ryan Serhant, yes, Ryan Serhant has built his entire empire on. I call it becoming a omnipresent agent. So today I'm going to show you exactly how the whole game has changed, why your current lead gen source is going to be unreliable, and how to become finally an omnipresent agent. Let's go. 10 years ago, becoming a successful real estate agent seemed a lot simpler than it is today. Maybe you went, you got your license, you paid your fees, you worked your sphere, and you got these referrals that you wanted to work over time. And you wanted to even scale faster because maybe you bought some leads. But right now, there are over 2 million licensed real estate agents in 2026. So that means you're competing with a much more crowded market than a lot of your broker leaders used to. And what that means is that the agent who used to be the only realtor someone knew in their city is now competing with 3-4 other agents in the literal same zip code, their circle, which is splitting the referral pool, making it harder to rely on what agents call, the best ways to get leads. And on the other side, buying leads has become a game where the agents with the deepest pockets are setting the price for everyone else. The market that traditionally lead generation was built from, this dream scenario of referrals, doesn't exist anymore. And the agents who keep trying to win with the old playbook are going to keep getting the same results. Mediocre leads for people that don't want to take action yet. Let me wait till next year. And very inconsistent months. And the feeling that no matter how hard they work, they can't seem to build something at least predictable, even for a few months. The agents who figure that out early stopped trying to just fix an old system that can't be fixed. And what the mass amount of agents have done is they rely on two lead sources, the most popular, referrals and buying leads, referrals and Zillow. And both of them made sense when they worked. A referral is really the highest quality lead you can get because, again, someone who already trusts you before they ever reach out to you as a person, again, they vouch for you. Someone vouched for you. And even with Zillow, buying leads on platforms, help newer agents fill their pipeline and build their reputation. But the problem now is that both of these have become significantly harder over the past few years for the same reason. There's more agents in the market. A strong referral network requires years of market consistent relationships, just continuous, consistent. Again, you got to close deals. So it's not like you can just know a bunch of people in that time frame. You have to obviously get results over that time frame. A sphere of influence that, again, only refers you. And the third thing that you need for a strong referral network is not 3 other agents who they met last week at the neighborhood barbecue or because they went and wanted to see an open house. You don't need that. You don't need other your clients looking at other agents. Sounds like a toxic girlfriend. And the harsh reality is that most agents can't even get to a point where they even get a ton of referrals. Because, again, there's other ways to build pipelines, like paying for leads, which has been completely taken over by large agents and brokerages with mass spending power. So when you're competing against teams that are spending tens of thousands a month on Zillow, Google, or even Facebook ads, your hundreds or even thousands of dollars a month that you're trying to spend isn't going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you where everyone else is, left behind. So the agents who are, again, always relying on these referral networks and pools are fighting, you're fighting for a shrinking pool. And the agents who are buying leads are losing a spending war because they're never going to win and pay the tens of thousands of dollars. But somewhere in the middle is where agents have actually found a predictable way to grow their business without needing to have, been in the game for 15 years and have a massive budget to compete. Because they became an omnipresent agent. What is an omnipresent agent? Think about Ryan Serhant. Exactly what he built. He found a way to show up consistently in front of the public that, showed real estate, showed his face. And when you see his face, you think of two things: his personal brand and real estate. So again, what does that mean? What is an omnipresent agent? It's not the agent with the most listings or even just the longest track record, but the agent that is in their own market that cannot be ignored. Like, again, how people say, the local name in your area. And you can build that in your market and even on a small scale, because all it requires is posting Instagram content consistently. But you don't only want to be posting these basic home tours or just listed photos that only get you a few views and then disappear because your listing sold or your friend's listing sold if you're reaching out to other realtors. But content that positions you truly as the only agent who truly understands what your ideal buyer is going through. Because when someone has watched 20 of your videos and then they see you show up week after week in their market, they feel like every video was made for them. They reach out the same way someone calls an agent or a friend referred to them, already trusting you and wanting to work with you specifically. And I've personally helped agents do this by showing them the Omnipresent Agent content system. So I'm going to show you how to become an omnipresent agent. Stage 2 is stories. Again, you need to build familiarity. Once someone follows you from your content, you need to now prove to them why they should consider you as an agent, which can only be done through consistently seeing you, your Instagram stories. And that's what helps you show up in their daily life. On these stories, you can show a number of things that build trust. You can show your client wins, your market insights, your personality, your life outside of real estate. When you post these consistently over a few days, it has them start to feel like they actually know you, building that same trust level as a referral lead before they even reach out. Because now they feel like there's no one who can do a better job than you. But now that you've won their trust, the next stage is what genuinely turns them into a client. And so when you have all three of these stages working together is what you have, is what it equals, as a powerful lead generation source. But here's the things that every month an agent spends waiting for their referral network to grow or hoping that their lead spend starts producing better results is another month that a different agent in their market is showing up consistently in front of these same buyers. This is a compounding effect, and it's brutal because the agent who started posting content, targeted content a month ago, is now the name in your market that people recognize. And again, they don't even have to work with them before. The agent who waited is still fighting the same inconsistent referrals and mediocre paid leads. The market is only going to get more crowded, and those who become an omnipresent agent are the ones who will be impossible to compare with later. So the omnipresent system is how you do this. And I just want you to know, I created something for you guys called the Real Estate Content Academy. If you want my personal help implementing this, again, for your own specific market, you can click the first link down in the description below. It's where you can book a one-on-one call with me directly, and I can see how we can actually help you. The Content Academy is a good fit, and I'll see you in there because, again, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to give you a little personal story at the end here. My parents are, 40s, 50s, technically both 50s, and I just want to be honest with you guys here because I get to see how they're reacting to AI. And I'm going to give you the plug. I get to see how they're reacting to AI. They're not, my dad's kind of tech heavy, but not like AI or anything like that, or he never has been. Same thing for my mom. They are now watching, like, again, they used to their, classic, listen to the radio. They got the news playing. My dad started asking ChatGPT a lot of stuff before, and now my mom uses 2 or 3 different AIs now. She's trying to start a YouTube channel. And she's using Gemini. She's using Claude for copywriting now. She's using chat. All these things that you need to be using as a realtor. Again, it's that they are looking these things up. They're finding people to watch. My dad and my mom are watching YouTubers. My parents never watched YouTubers. They used it to try to do simple problem solving. They're now connecting with people at a deeper emotional level, like about RVing, something that's like a high expense, like RV traveling, thinking about what they want to do when they're retired. They're now moving to this content generation and this AI generation, and they're going to be using it too. I don't want you to get left behind. So I'll see you guys on the other side.